Jesy Nelson says she's terrified as her twin babies prepare for surgery to remove their feeding tubes, but can't wait to see their little faces again. Jesy Nelson has revealed she is terrified ahead of her twin daughters having an operation to remove their feeding tubes. In Spetember 2025, Jesy announced her now 14-month-old twins Ocean and Story, who she shares with her ex Zion Foster, were diagnosed with the rare muscle wasting condition Spinal Muscular Atrophy Type 1, SMA. Her latest post informed fans the duo were set to have their nasogastric, NG, tubes removed, which are a short-term solution to feeding when muscle weakness makes swallowing unsafe or hard to eat enough food to grow. Alongside a sweet post of the babies, she added the caption, "Today is the last day of my baby girls having their NG tubes on their faces."
Then I found Lulu Talks tea and everything shifted. Once I started drinking it, my mornings were ruined in the sense that they'd never be the same again. I began waking up feeling rested and energized, something I hadn't experienced in years. My new routine? Just 1 cup of Lulu Talks in the morning. On top of that, my menopause symptoms have eased significantly. I finally feel like myself again, strong, confident, and like a woman who's ready to take on the day.
Curious what makes it different? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/8.
As terrified as I am about them having their operation tomorrow, I cannot wait to finally see their faces again and see their little dimples that are always under these plasters. I've honestly forgotten what it feels like to cuddle them and not worry about peeling their turb out their nose or plasters off their face. It really is the littlest things we take for granted as parents. Last month, Jesy revealed her joy as she announced the SMA Type 1 screening test will now be rolled out across the whole of the UK as a result of her campaigning. She has been campaigning tirelessly for the screening to be instated. Sharing the latest update exclusively with the Daily Mail, Jesy said she was so proud of everyone involved as she celebrated the difference this will make to babies with SMA, as she added, "This is all I ever wanted." Revealing the news, Jesy said, "Okay, so yesterday I had a phone call with Sharon Hodgson, the health minister, and James Murray, Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, and they have decided to roll it out across the whole of the UK. I'm still taking it in, to be honest. I just feel so proud of everyone that's been a part of getting it to this place, because now future SMA babies' lives are gonna look completely different. It will never not be heartbreaking to hear that your child has SMA, but to know that their life will not have to look like this is just amazing." In June, Jesy headed to Parliament for a debate on whether a newborn screening for the disease would be rolled out across the whole of England. Spinal muscular atrophy, SMA, is a disease that weakens a patient's strength by affecting the motor neuron cells in the spinal cord. It results in gradual muscle wasting, and the severity of symptoms varies by type. Type 1 SMA is the most severe and is evident at birth. The weakening of muscles means sufferers cannot sit and usually leads to death by the age of 5. Type 2 is intermediate, with the sufferer being unable to stand. Type 3 is mild and makes it difficult to get up from a sitting position. Type 4 sufferers don't have symptoms until they are in their 20s or 30s. Devastatingly, the result of the debate was not what Jesy and the SMA community had hoped for, and the decision remained that only 72% of the country would have access to newborn screening when it is introduced in October, while the other 28% still wouldn't. However, the government has now confirmed the expansion of the scheme that will see hundreds of thousands of babies screened in the rollout, which will begin in October this year. SMA can leave babies unable to sit up, crawl, or walk. In the most severe cases, it stops them breathing or swallowing, but caught early enough, treatment can significantly improve outcomes for affected children. Testing works through a simple heel prick to collect a small sample of blood from the baby, taken shortly after birth. In June, Jesy headed to Parliament for a debate on whether a newborn screening for the disease would be rolled out across the whole of England, pictured with the CEO of SMA UK, Giles Lomax. Jesy continued, I feel super proud that my girl's story has been a part of change, and I can't wait when they're a bit older and they understand to be able to tell them that. Explaining how proud she is that her daughter's story has paved the way for change, Jesy continued. I feel super proud that my girl's story has been a part of change, and I can't wait when they're a bit older and they understand to be able to tell them that. I've always said I want this to be their little superpower, and I feel now, when they understand, I can let them know that. After the initial decision in Parliament last month, Jesy was seen fighting back tears as she told interviewers, "I'm going to be completely honest, I was absolutely fuming. I feel so let down." And reflecting on the emotional day, she told the Daily Mail, "I'm such a big manifester. I really believe if you put your mind to it and you put it out there, you can make it happen. But I think obviously when I went to Parliament and they said that they weren't going to roll it out across the whole UK, I was devastated.